Hi, two awesome movie nerd watchers. Elliot here.
Abby here.
And, God, I'm sorry we have to do this to you. Abby and I don't like to, unload things on you, but we're about to review.
We don't want to punish you.
We don't. We're not sadistic like that. But we do have to review this movie because it's part of our two awesome movie nerds code. So we're here to review X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Be prepared for a Miracle at St. Anna style rant.
Oh, it's coming. Okay, so first, everybody knows what this movie is. It's them telling the origin story of Wolverine from his childhood stuff up till when we're supposed to meet him in X1. And, God, this one sucked.
It was so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
Let's just tick down all the nasty things we had. We had an incoherent plot. I mean, really. Like, we don't really understand what's going on. There's no real point to it. And it's kind of anticlimactic because the idea of a good prequel is you get something surprising as opposed to everything we know.
Oh my gosh. Completely unsurprising.
Yeah, so we get an incoherent plot. 2, we get a really uninspired performance by Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like, really.
By just about everybody, except for Liev Schreiber and Danny Houston.
Leave it to Liev to give you a good performance. But, I mean, really, really bad. Let's see. Beyond that, you have really crappy special effects being mixed with really, really good special effects. You have an all-star cast that's in it for about a scene, maybe a scene and a half, before they're all either...
I don't even know why they were there. They could have put no names in there, and it would have been fine.
Exactly.
Because they're there for, like, all of 5 minutes. Dominic Monaghan, who I love, is in this for all of 5 minutes. And it's
Why,
sad.
Charlie? Why? And, Will.I.am in the massive, hideous cowboy hat, the only highlight to his performance, I'm just going to say, spoiler alert, he dies. And it makes me really happy.
And it's really cool, he, flickers on and off, because he's supposed to be, invisible, and he gets stabbed by Liev Schreiber, who, goes batshit insane about halfway through the movie. And
then you have people like Ryan Reynolds, who's like, how many millions of dollars was he being paid to just sit there for, one scene?
Too much. They probably actually blew the rest of the special effects money on him.
Exactly.
Because he's that much of a jerk and demanded that much money.
So, the thing is, you can look at superhero movies and you can see how this can be done correctly, a la Iron Man, with really great actors and key roles that have actually something to contribute.
And fantastic writing.
Or you can look at this like the Wolverine thing, where it's like, okay, we're just going to throw a lot of names at the wall and hope something sticks. And nothing does.
None of it did. It just kind of oozed down the wall slowly and made it painful to watch.
I mean, Abby, what hurt you the most?
Ooh, what hurt me the most?
Yeah.
Well, I hated his fake girlfriend lady. I was waiting. I knew she was going to die, so the whole time I just kind of waited for it to happen. And I think, a couple times I turned to you, I'm like, I'm ready for her to be dead. Is she dead yet? Is she dead
First
yet?
scene. She's on the screen less than 25 seconds, and all of a sudden Abby's like, did you?
And it's not because I have any Hugh Jackman jealousy. It's because I thought she was legitimately obnoxious and was nothing more than just a pretty face. But unfortunately, after she dies, spoiler alert, she shows up a couple of other times.
And
not dead. So
does she add anything to anything?
No.
No.
So I didn't get any satisfaction until the very end, and even that was kind of lame. So, whatever.
Okay, and because we're on the internet, and because, we're really crazy
It's like the cable TV.
It is like the cable TV.
Sessions.
But anyway, I can say the following without feeling anything really, really bad about it. There are many, many what the fuck moments in this film, but I think possibly the biggest one is when all of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, we wind up at 3 Mile Island.
Yeah, that was weird.
There's no reason for this. Literally, it does not contribute to the plot in any way. It does not add anything to the context or the theme of the film. It was literally as if there was a massive, Wheel of Fortune of all these random-ass locations, and the little clicker thing stopped on 3 Mile Island. That's literally the only reason that I can possibly come up with.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was kind of a joke. Where's the island? Where's the island? Oh, it's 3 Mile Island. But of course. It could have been Long Island for all I cared.
Exactly. Or Staten Island. Or Manhattan Island. Or the Bronx. Or Brooklyn.
Or Hawaii. It could have been anywhere.
You know what? That would have been fun for them to shoot in Hawaii.
Totally.
Okay, and another thing, and I'm just going to say this because it's my inner geek coming out. Even if I would have said those things even if I wasn't a kind of a superhero nerd. We both are. It's kind of who we are. But they ruin so many characters in this movie
my gosh.
that have so much potential. They wait until the 4th movie to give us Gambit, and he doesn't even have a Cajun accent.
It was sad.
And he was in it for 5 minutes. Like,
I mean, Taylor Kitsch is awfully purdy, but gosh darn it, that boy needs some voice coaching.
they Viola Davis all over this movie. That's Abby's and that's our new verb for putting people of note or characters of note into movies.
A la Viola Davis's 30-second performance in State of Play.
Or her 5-minute performance in
In
Doubt.
Doubt.
Okay, they Viola Davis all over this movie with really, really notable actors or really, really notable characters that could have added to this, and they give us nothing.
It's
And it was
completely flat. Just rampant misuse of really good actors, overuse of really bad actors.
yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This was like the nipples on the bat suit for the X-Men franchise.
Yes, it really, really is. And you know, the way that they're doing it, the way they have X-Men Origins, Wolverine, you know that they're going to do more movies. And it's going to hurt so bad.
I don't want them.
I mean, really.
I mean, Wolverine was the only one that I really liked, and if his origin story sucked, then what does
Exactly.
that say about the others? I don't want to know the origin of Jean Grey. I don't want to know the origin of Cyclops. Actually, we kind of got the origin of Cyclops in this movie.
Yeah, but
And it was obnoxious, and it was retarded and dumb.
not only that, if you're going to, conclude the origin story by having a computer-generated Patrick Stewart who can still walk, welcoming kids onto the little
my
helicopter to go back to...
gosh.
No. You're ruining it, okay?
It looks
Because
so fake.
I don't understand why Marvel allowed this to happen for multiple reasons, but one being, Xavier was in the chair for many years before he met Scott, and before he met
Before he met the kids.
before he met any of them. And so, not only that, it was like it was like an artificial intelligence Dr. Xavier going, "Hello, children. I'm all glossy faced."
I guess they probably did that mental telepathy thing just because they didn't want to make him talk.
I'm willing to bet that Patrick
They probably
Stewart.
couldn't.
I'm willing to bet that Patrick Stewart didn't sign on for this movie. So what do? They use some of his audio clips from the other films. They computer generate him, and
Boom.
There you go.
Insta Stewart.
I mean, how the mighty have fallen. The X-Men franchise was supposed to be the best of all time. The X-Men
And
franchise was
then-
supposed to be untouchable. Bryan Singer did an amazing job in the first 2 movies. Then they handed it to other people, and what happened? Things went to hell.
He's so mad. Look at him.
I'm sorry.
Look what you have done to Elliot, X-Men people. You've made him so sad.
God, this is depressing. And you know what? The problem is, I'm usually the more negative of the two of us, and I need her to, bounce back with a positive comment.
I have nothing positive
can't.
to say. Other than Taylor Kitsch was awfully pretty. That's it. That's all I
You know
have
what?
to say.
Here's the only positive to this entire situation, folks. Star Trek comes out this week.
Yay!
Yay!
And it's J.J. Abrams, so it can't be that awful.
It
At
can't
the,
be
At
awful
the very
at all.
worst, it'll be okay.
It's gonna be brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've seen that trailer, I've gotten a bit excited and jumped up and down in my seat just a tiny bit.
So,
But if I didn't have to restrain myself, it would be more.
So, we're honestly getting to you on the level. This was a movie where I was outwardly angry while I was watching it. Abby and I couldn't keep quiet. We had to talk to one another and be like, what the hell's
At
going
full
on?
volume, as were many other people in the theater. Nobody was quiet during this movie.
It was as if this was the Alamo Drafthouse, and we were just like MST3K'ing our way through a movie. And, I think we actually got the people behind us to laugh a couple of
Pretty
times.
much.
Being like, is it just me, or is this a load of crap? So, you know what? Don't go see it. If you do, we've warned you. Even if
Save
you
your
don't go
money.
see it, get ready, because more's coming. You
Yeah.
know they're going to set up this franchise and
Batten
keep
down
it going.
the hatches, folks.
Batten down the hatches.
You ain't seen the last of X-Men Origins.
So, for 2 awesome movie nerds, this is a solemn Elliot.
And a very solemn Abby.
Go forth and watch something else,
Go forth and watch Star Trek.
please.